It's the 2025 Hamburg Fair. This takes place actually in Lyme, Connecticut. The Hamburg is a historical district. It was a small village back in the 1800s. We're starting at the top of the hill, passing the bath remodelers, the duck preservation people, smokehouse jerky, the knives and roses. Here's the Town of Lyme Fire Rescue. They're selling shirts and mugs. There's an old tractor. And the place is also selling new tractors. When you get here, there's two places to park. You can park at the church or the dealership. The church was first. I chose that, and I kind of regret it. Those spaces were tight, and it was on a pretty steep hill. Next time, I would recommend going to the dealership. Alright, here's the generator place, and we're going to go down the hill. It's interesting, a little valley here. So this is one side of the fair, then you go down where all the food vendors are, and then you go back up to where the rides are. And this band, pretty popular. There was a lot of people at the end of the day out in the field dancing around. Alright, let's go down the hill. Pretty sunny day. Sun is going down, so that's going to affect my quality here. Sorry. The Hamburg Fair goes for 3 days, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I missed some events. There was a tug-of-war contest, skillet toss, hay bale toss contest. There's bands throughout the day. Now we're going to skip the food. I'm just going to walk into the big field where the band's playing and the beer garden is. $6 beers. You did not have to stay in the beer garden area. That's always nice. There was no ticket process. That was also very nice. And the cash to one person, get it from the other person. No silly tickets. If you look on the right, there's a nice seating area up there. Now here's the first food vendor. They got baked potatoes with all the fixins, but you can also get chicken nuggets. You get tater tots with some added toppings. They got corn dogs, drinks for $3. Here's the Thai Taste Restaurant. This might be my favorite Thai restaurant at the fairs. Their fried rice is just packed with vegetables. The chicken is great, and they give you a really nice to-go box. Here's the bubble tea place. I can never see their menu, so putting no effort into that one. Right next door is Carnival Craze. They got strawberry shortcake, chocolate-covered strawberries, and they got water ice. You can get the chocolate Dubai strawberry cup. Interesting. And again, this water ice. You got blueberry, pina colada, cherry, sour apple, coconut, cotton candy, lemon, mango flavor. Never had a real water ice before. Here's the kettle corn place. I walk up to it. You get a small bag for $6, a big bag for $10. You can also get a lemonade for $8. Flavor it with strawberry or other flavors. Right next door, ice cream place. Cone or cups, waffle cone or sundae, root beer float. They also got frozen pink lemonade. They got this local Connecticut soda, pink lemonade creamsicle. All right, now we're coming up on the Italian sausage, cheesesteak, hamburgers, long hot dog place. Sometimes I'll see this place with things crossed out on the menu. I think that's a good thing. Fair People's onion rings and fresh cut French fries. Add some cheese or bacon or chili. Drinks for $3. All right, right next door is this extreme fried dough place. Sometimes this menu is really hard to see, but today I actually got a really good shot of it. You get the original fried dough, or get the sauce and cheese, French toast flavor, s'mores, Oreo crush, or apple pie. They got deep fried Oreos, deep fried peanut butter and jelly, deep fried bananas. That sounded good. I gotta get that someday. Here's the Mexican Street Eats. And they got a pretty big menu. Traditional taco, get the pork carnitas street taco, sweet potato taco, get a burrito, veggie burrito, nacho folded wrap, loaded nachos, Mexican street corn off the cob, side of cilantro, lime rice. Alright, I was staring at that menu for a while. Next door is the farm kitchen. You can get a country cow burger with a special sauce, grilled cheese on this special bread, spinach feta burger. It said grilled chicken patty. Wasn't sure if that was a chicken ground patty. Farmer's garden burger, peachy cow burger, pickle on a stick. And the try fries were pretty cool. You get waffle fries, sweet potato fries, and taters. And you also got bacon and sour cream on there, but that's pretty neat. Now we've already seen all this stuff, so we're just now going to walk back up past all the food vendors, and we're going to start looking at some vendors up on the hill. Looking across the street, I believe that's the dealership where you could also park. And even further across from the dealership is the Cove, Hamburg Cove. Now we've already passed some jewelry, some henna designs, some face painting. Here's the hammer game where you win the alien. Everybody seems to win. Here's the water gun game. They call this the ball bust, the balloon pop, prize every time. And then check this out. This is brand name SpongeBob, kind of playhouse maze. I'm surprised it was brand name SpongeBob. Pretty cool. All right, we're gonna go down and take a look at some animals. I can never tell if it's an alpaca or a llama. In this case, I think I might lean more towards a llama, but I'm probably wrong. Here's some goats. I believe that's a pig in a cage. That's a pheasant. And this lady has a bunny rabbit. Says feed for $1. It's almost like he's being held hostage. Please feed me. Now we're going to make our way up the hill to the rides. Take a look at the swings. Next to it is the trampolines you can bounce around on for $10. They call it vertical reality. Classic carousel. There's the sizzler back there. I was surprised the amount of rides they crammed into this area. They really crammed them in, though. It was pretty tight. Lots of people there. Here's a perfect food vendor for the Midway. You get cotton candy and popcorn. Get a candy apple, a plain apple, or caramel apple. Add nuts, coconut, or jimmies for free. That's a good deal. You can get a soda or a water there if you want. Here's the Dizzy Dragons, classic. Again, pretty packed in here. Passing the swings and the Ferris wheel. Of course, the teacups. Here's some planes that go around. Here's the ring toss game. Here's the cars that go around in a circle. There's the roundup. And the big slide. There's the jet skis. Ah, jumbo snow cones. Did not notice those before. Just a bounce house, looked like. There was a sign talking about no cell phones, and if they're lost, there's a fee to get it back. Alright, let's make our way down the hill. And if you notice this tent coming up, this white tent in the distance is where I'm headed. Eventually another band sets up in there. So there's two bands at this fair. Get your money's worth. Alright, now we're making our way into the exhibit hall. First they got some throwback photos from fairs in the past. This is the 122nd Hamburg Fair. It's been around for quite a while. Look at this Mr. President. Looks like he's handing out the trophies. Little tractors. Cool. I got a stand-up base down there. Big old pumpkin up here. I didn't see any big pumpkins on display. Gotta relive the memories here. Old-timey photo here. Maybe some horse pulls or oxen pull photos. I don't think they have those anymore. Look at this picture of the flood. This is 92, 8/17/92, then the flood. Aw. Probably some pie eating contest photos. Alright, I'll move past all this stuff. Some old signs. Okay. Now we're going to go into the actual exhibits. All in one room, very convenient. Starting out with the canning. Always check to see if they're labeled of what they actually are. I believe they were. I appreciate that. Then we got the bread baking competition. Those look really good. Some brownies. More bread. Ooh, there's a good looking pie. Love the cookies that say Hamburg Fair on them. Nice. More cakey treats. And I'm going to look at this pie, and I can see the writing. It says, not overly spicy, can taste the apple. First prize. Man, that's a big apple pie. Look at those stacks of apple. Cool. All right, into the flowers. Oh, gotta have a Lego flower vase. Nice. Flowers coming out of the trash truck. Okay. It's a good layout. Cool. Was this a fern? I've seen a lot of these tiny little bouquets of flowers. That's pretty tiny. Cool, cool. Alright, take a look at some vegetables. Big sunflower head. Nice looking peppers. Big old eggplant. Oh, look at a big sunflower here. Cool. And there's a nice display talking about invasive plants, mugwort, Japanese knotweed. Some bad stuff here for us. Now, I didn't notice until watching this video that I missed the upstairs exhibitions. Look when I pass the staircase. On the left, on the right, it says more exhibits upstairs. I didn't notice that. I skipped it entirely. Oh, I'm so sad. I see some alpacas on the right. You can buy their wool, stuff made out of their wool. On the left, you get some plants and some old-timey stuff. Cool. And coming up over on the left is a Lyme Ricky place. $5 for a Lyme Ricky. You get various flavors added to it. Can't really see the flavors, though. The menus are kind of flapping in the wind. Over on the left, this yellow tent sells fair merchandise like cups and shirts. If you bought a raffle ticket, you got a free shirt. So I bought a raffle ticket, got a free shirt. I did not win the raffle. And then on the right here is the stuff you can just buy. Cool fair stuff. Alright, that's the entire rounds I made at the Hamburg Fair 2025. I'll leave you with the band. Thanks for watching. Hope you had fun.